Hello! Got my little LaCroix here. I'm Tia, and I'm a wig coach and a wig educator here on YouTube. In this video, this is a request from some of my people to discuss a little bit more about like PR and collabs and how I choose what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. And so if you would like to know more about that, then you should keep watching because that's what we're going to talk about. I know when you're first starting out and you start to get approached, especially like to review products for brands or to collab or what have you, some of my tips and suggestions and things that have changed for me is at first I almost kind of took anything, and I think that's just natural. Anybody that like wants to take a chance on you, you're like, yay. And actually one of the one of the first companies that approached me was actually the Wig Company, and it was a mistake. I had reviewed a wig and I it was called The Wig, like that was the name of the company, and instead I tagged the Wig Company. So they messaged me to be like, hey, you accidentally tagged us, we untagged because that's not our, that's not our wig. But then they were like, we really love what you're doing, would you like to review wigs for us? And so that's how that happened, and to this day I still review wigs for them. They're a wonderful company. I have nothing but great things to say. So that's that's kind of interesting on like how that actually happened. But in the beginning, especially I think with like wigs, I can't say anything else. I can only tell you like the companies I've worked with, they've all been wig related or like nails or contacts. A lot of contacts, a lot of nails. And most of those that I started taking PR from, I don't do anymore, and there's reasons for that. First, with the contacts, I really enjoyed it because like I enjoyed wearing the contacts, and it kind of does go a little bit hand in hand with wigs. Like if you're going to change your wig color or your look, you might want to change it up with contacts. At the time I didn't need glasses, so the contacts were just colored contacts with nothing in them. As I went on, I just didn't wear them as much, and then the pandemic happened and I wasn't gonna like be wearing colored contacts for like no reason. I do still really enjoy them, but it just didn't really fit in with what I was doing in my life. And so yeah, I could do videos and make videos on it, but it's a lot of work to do some of those videos. And then I started getting approached by like glasses, and that I really wanted to do because I had to start wearing glasses all the time for reading, and that was becoming a real thing. So I'm more drawn to like the glasses promotions than I am for the contacts, because the glasses I wear a lot and I wear all the time, and you see them on me all the time, and I just felt like it was a better fit for myself personally and also my channel. I was getting a lot of people because I did a lot of content on like press-on nails and kiss nails, and if you've been on my channel at all, I'm obsessed with kiss press-ons. I graduated now to actually being obsessed with the glue-on nails. But in general, I use a lot of press-ons and press-on nails. And so then I was starting to get a lot of people wanting me to do videos for the at-home gel. And there's one company, it's Nail Addict, even though I'm gonna say something else. I feel like it's LA Colors, but that's not it. I'll link those videos down below because I've worked with them more than once. They're actually a great company, and their gel products are awesome, and I love them. I have literally nothing negative to say. I just don't like doing my nails. That's why I use Kiss Press-On. That's why I use the glue-ons. I just don't really enjoy the process of painting my nails, even if it's gel polish. I just don't like it. So I didn't pursue anymore. I think I've done maybe two or three collabs with them, and again, awesome. I would suggest the product. I just don't use it enough to dedicate time to be doing the video, and you have to do very specific things. Even if you're getting free PR, there's still an expectation that you're going to, you're marketing for these people. So the time that the video needs to be up, the length, all those things, it just didn't really fit in, so I stopped doing those. In terms of like taking PR from Amazon sellers, I did that a lot at first, and I mean, it was fine. There are a few companies that I'm okay with taking, and we're not talking about people who sell on Amazon, but primarily Amazon sellers. So for instance, you can buy something from Renee of Paris, and on Amazon, but they have, like, you can purchase mermaid pairs like from me, from tmwigs.com, or any other retailer. Not people who put stuff on Amazon as like another avenue of sale, but like that's their only avenue of sale. And what I have found is there's a couple reasons why I don't like taking PR from Amazon sellers. A lot of times what they do is, instead of like sending you the free item, they will send you money to your PayPal, then you purchase the item, then it's sent to you. They do this so that it looks like a legitimate sale, and like I understand why they do this, but the fact is that if that happens too much, like you can get flagged by Amazon. Like they can kind of tell sometimes when that is happening, and they're very aware of it. And if you get flagged from being able to put reviews on Amazon, that sort of defeats the purpose of like taking PR at all, because from Amazon, because they want their review, and that's the whole point. And so that's the one reason I don't like it. The other reason is, like, a lot of times it's coming from overseas, and sometimes it can get lost or take a long time, and then it's like I've planned it in my schedule to do, but then by the time I get it, it takes so long. It doesn't fit into my schedule anymore, and I can't, fulfill my obligation. And so I try to really avoid stuff that puts any specific time frame on me when it comes to PR, because I have so many other things to do. The other issue that I have is when you start, doing like affiliate links and Amazon affiliates and stuff like that, any like flagging on your account can really affect that, and it can affect your ability to become an Amazon associate, affiliate, and to have an influencer store. That's like, if you want videos on the differences and the levels and all that, I can do. But again, if anything happens with your Amazon account, like it can flag you for stuff down the road. Like maybe you don't care now, but you might at some point. And the other thing is, I started noticing that I was being pressured to give a 5-star review or a specific star review. And to me, it's like when I take PR, I give the most honest review I can. Now, I may not like the item. Like, for instance, I don't really like bangs. So usually wigs with bangs, like for me personally, I wouldn't necessarily wear it. But when I'm reviewing for other people, I'm trying to think of the best review for them. So if you're someone who loves bangs, like, would you like this wig or not? What are the details? Is there any glaring issues, construction or quality-wise? And outside of that, then I feel like people need to make their own decisions, because we all have preferences. But to say, like, if you take this, you have to give a 5-star review before I've even seen the item or used the product, I can't do that, and I won't do that. And so at some point with all of the issues, it just became like too much of a hassle, and then it was like I was inundated with it, and at some point then all I would be doing is reviewing stuff from Amazon. I'm not saying that I've never reviewed stuff just to do the review, but I also really try to avoid primarily doing stuff just to review it. Like I know you guys want to know, and that's great, but if I'm never going to use it, if I hate it, like I took a few PR things from people who were like human hair sellers, Wigs, which was a great experience, and I did that twice for them. One was a human hair wig, and one was a topper. I don't have enough hair for toppers, so my mom would review it, and she kind of was interested in finding out about toppers, so it was a win-win. But for the most part, I don't want to review toppers because it's not something that I can actually review myself. I have to get another person involved. Now that I have reviewers and I am a retailer, I will probably bring in topper reviews and have people who have the hair to use them. I'll have them review them, so that's a little bit different. But before, when it was just me, it made no sense when my head was usually shaved. The other thing is, like, I'm personally not a fan of human hair. So you've seen very few human hair wigs on my channel. I feel like there are channels and reviewers that really review a lot of human hair. They know a lot about what they're talking about. My expertise lies in synthetic, so that's another thing. It's like I don't want to take PR from like human hair reviewers or companies, because I'm not the best person to be selling it for them. Like, yes, is it great, but I don't normally do it, so I don't necessarily even know what to compare it to. Yeah, so that's a little bit about sort of like the PR part of everything. And I think I'll put collabs in another video, because there's a lot to know about collabs. So if you want a specific video on kind of like the do's and don'ts of collabs, how do you collab, how do you reach out, like all of that stuff, I think that would be better for another video and a very specific video on collabing. So if you want to see that, please put that down below. That's what I have for you for this video. If you like it, please consider subscribing, hit the thumbs up, and let me know what your experiences are. If you've ever worked with companies from Amazon, why you do, why you don't. If you receive PR, what do you like, what do you not like, tips, tricks, whatever. Let's start sharing in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye!